Speaking of people on some shit, LeBron James is on whatever drugs you want to call it because that nigga is on drugs.
We're not perpetuating bullshit on this podcast. Took over $1 million a year on his body since he came in the
supposed to
league.
be doing that at 38 years old. It is fucking ridiculous. LeBron is on drugs.
No parking on Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to No Parking on Sundays. It's your boy Eddie Midnight here with my boy Jay.
What's going on, y'all? Episode 29, you said?
Yeah, I think this is actually 29. It might not be. Who knows? But I think it is.
Hope y'all can tell us.
We'll do a little scroll joint at the top. Maybe we'll do like the Matrix or what is it called? Like Star Wars. We'll just drop down.
Jump down to 29 or 30.
But
That would actually kind of tight.
Happy New Year again.
Nah, nigga, ain't no
So you
Happy
keep
New Year
saying
in
that?
March. No.
I'm African. We always say Happy New Year when the first time we seen
I
people.
feel like you got to say it if you're Chinese or something, because then New Year starts in like
Chinese.
the third month.
That's wild.
It's
well,
true.
it is also the year of the dragon. I don't know if you knew that, but it is the year of the
Yeah,
dragon.
of course I knew. I'm an Aries.
That has nothing to do. Their shit is different than ours. Their zodiac signs are different.
Okay.
It goes by year, not month.
I know. I know.
So
You got it,
Aries.
You got it, though.
Anyways, there's been a lot of BS going on this whole year. I would say
Damn, this joke tried.
probably, yeah, you should have thought about that. So
supposed to
there's
say that.
been a whole bunch of stuff going on this year, and I would say at least, how you feeling? How's shit?
I feel good, man. We in the third month. First quarter's about to come to a close.
You know you're a business guy when you start talking like that.
Yeah, dog.
You're counting your year as in quarters and shit.
Q1's about to hit, man. Yo.
Q1 numbers are in.
No,
How many bodies?
Nah, chill out. No, bro. I mean, like, I just feel like I've been on a plane, I've been on a train, I've been in a car. I've just been all over.
Yeah.
We're in March, and like, I feel like I've been everywhere.
Globetrotting, I get it, but you do it for work, not for pleasure. Right?
Yeah, and I think that's the kicker. I've been doing it for work and for pleasure, and it's just like, all right,
Hey.
yeah, listen, it's called balance.
Passport, bro.
Nah, nigga, don't put me in that shit.
But yeah,
Passport
I will say as far as I'm feeling, I think everything's straight. I think it's been interesting. The year's been going by really fast. And I think that with the weather changing the way it is, it feels like outside is just like...
Yo, I was in Florida a couple days ago, right? And I had like rented I had rented a car. And the weather was so amazing. I felt like my powers were activated. And I was just like, chill out.
The melanin was melanin.
Nigga, I was like, hold on, chill out. This isn't real. You got to go back to Maryland. I was like, dog.
Yeah, and it's been raining like crazy out here, so I wasn't even feeling it. So when I'm sitting here waiting for the weather to like really start kicking up a notch, it hasn't. But now it feels like every day when you're working is when it actually is.
What,
So
raining?
No, when the weather's
Weather's
good,
nice?
when you're actually
yeah.
busy at home working from home and shit.
I'm telling you now, once the weather hits, I work from home. I'm not going to, my day's ending earlier.
If that happens, my team's gonna be on. I'll be checking the
Like
joint
shit.
real fast.
You know what I do want for this summer though? I don't know if Bama's are doing it, but I know I haven't been doing it. I want to go back to start doing happy hours, like work happy hours. I know most of us work from home, but like happy hours from like 4 to 5, 4 to 7, or whatever it is. I want to get back to doing like happy hours. Like, all right, bro, let's sit
happy
happy on
hours just
Thursday,
turned-
Friday, or some shit.
They turned into marriages and babies, so that was
Off a happy hour?
Yeah, for sure. People celebrating marriages and engagements now because of happy hour.
Oh, damn.
So shit's changing.
The work functions, it wasn't working.
It wasn't. Niggas was definitely. But you know what people were probably missing too? I was gonna say some wild shit, but I just thought about it. But work wives and work husbands, you don't have that anymore now that you're working from home.
Shit, I got one. You tripping? I got to work wife.
A virtual work wife.
Virtual work wife.
That's
I think I got 2 of them for real.
That's
They both
gay.
call-
you got
Like,
the Riz.
the
You
Riz.
got the online
As
Riz.
the kids say.
You know, we got to appeal to the Gen Zers.
Yeah, bro.
'cause we getting old now, so we got to make sure we get our audience.
Bro.
Because we got all the old folks in our comments and shit talking to us. I'm like, all right, we need some young blood in here. But now, shout out to y'all, man. We enjoyed the love we got for the last episode. I think we had a lot of people showing us love online and also on. Y'all took our advice. We appreciate it because y'all was definitely hitting us up on what's that joint called? YouTube and
YouTube,
TikTok.
yep.
So we love the engagement. Keep it coming. We do have a lot more content and guests and people coming next couple of weeks,
Episodes,
months,
yeah.
and shit like that. But other than that, people who thought they were making comebacks, we'll talk about Wendy Williams as far as quick topics and hit that. Did you watch the Lifetime joint?
Nah, you know I wasn't gonna watch that.
Yeah, so I couldn't watch it. I think when I saw it, I really felt indifferent because I do feel like she is a legend. I fuck with her. I think her salacious shit is what is going on now. Everybody's copying it. every social media personality is literally leaning on that. And I think that what she paved the way for that. She put in her time. And I think when people are saying that it's karma, that what she's going through, I think that's fucked up. I don't think it's karma. I think it's just life in general. And I think she got her karma when her husband was cheating on her and literally bought a house with her money for his side joint and knocked her up. So that was the karma right there. I don't think her literally dying of ailments is karma.
Well, I think I agree with you. I think she's a pioneer legend. I'm not hip to like, I wasn't one of those like Wendy Williams stans, right? I just know who she is based on hip hop, how people responded to her, and some of the things that we just know through like, you know, media. But I do think to some extent that you can't dictate we can't dictate how karma like comes back around and shit like that, right? So do
you really believe in karma? Because all the bad people in life are living really good.
I think that we think that they're living good. I think it's just optics. I think we always try. It's like the Instagram effect, right? We think everything looks peachy on Instagram, but their life, they could be living with roaches and shit. Like we just don't know what life really looks like when you pull back the veil.
I don't know, man. But I see some supervillains living real good in Montenegro and
I don't know what Montenegro is.
It's a beautiful island off the shore somewhere.
Oh, Montenegro.
That's what I said.
Oh, my bad. But but no, to your point though, I think the thing about Wendy is I think that the sad part about the situation is that I don't like conservatorship. I've never heard it working in a positive way. Mm-hmm. No matter what I think about her, anyone thinks about her, they're literally stripping this woman of all her finances and her family. Like she's a son that like frankly depended on her income. Yeah. He no longer gets access to that. Like, and he's like that show that came on Lifetime. I think the time of the inception, what the idea was that she was supposed to be in a mental state, but then she deteriorated rapidly, and they still put it out. And as you know, her son was executive producer on it with her. But like he's cut off from a lot of bread, bro. Like it's crazy, and they have strangers taking care of her. And her family's like, no, like
I think some of the family is against the son. I think right. So the son is on one side, or is the son against the judge?
It's the conservatorship, which is like whoever was in her ear for many years, and then her family. Like her niece was on The View, her son was on interviews, and so was the nephew, and they all were there. The argument is that I guess that he was like pulling a lot of funds from her account, but it's like. This is his lifestyle. The lady's rich. Like he's used to that.
Yeah,
like,
he was spending that money.
Yeah,
before.
like, and it's not like he was doing something special with that. You know what I mean? But regardless of the money, the fact of the matter is they stripped this woman from her family.
Yeah, when they reported it, it made it seem like homeboy was going crazy with her money. They said he was spending over $3,000 on Uber Eats. I'm like, this guy does not get up.
But maybe he does. I mean, I know niggas now that don't cook. They Uber Eat and everything. Like right now, you know what I mean? It's part of their budget. But
tell them niggas get an air fryer. The fuck are they doing? Well, I think it's pretty sad. I think exploitation to its biggest form. Yeah, there's some greediness going on. I don't know what's happening with her, but I do pray for her and all parties involved. Word. I do think that she is a legend, and hopefully I pray that the younger people who are watching this don't only remember her for the fucked up things she did, but also
that's all she did though.
Nah, she was.
You don't know anything about the lady. Cut it out. Like, stop. Stop. The lady used listen. The lady's a pioneer. She did what she did. She worked her angles. Not mad at her for it. But the reality here is no one fucked with her because of the things that she did.
People did fuck with her.
Some people did, but it was
wanted to be on her show.
No, I did not. What the
people
fuck
did? Not yo ass. Nigga.
I was gonna say what?
You wanted to be like? What did they say when they were on the show?
I don't know.
Wendy. I don't know what they.
Nigga, I don't know. But the point is, regardless, yes, Wendy was.
She came up with the T shit. Wasn't she?
I don't know what you're talking about because I didn't watch Wendy. I don't have a clue.
All right, man. Shout out to Wendy. We fuck with you. He might not say it, but he fuck with you because he like that salacious shit.
So next thing about comebacks is shout out to everyone that tried to put Kanye down, but he came back strong. Shout out to all the vultures. As y'all know, Kanye dropped Vultures. I was late to the party. Apparently that John been out for like 2 weeks now. But we was just listening to the John setting up. Great album. Kanye doesn't miss. Like I said in the pod, I'm not prying any of his product, but the music, bro, like
the album is fire.
Amazing. Get Paid, Hood Rat, what's the other song we said? We like Do It?
Yeah, Do It's my favorite song. Nipsey's verse starts off good. But why are you talking about music, you know? You're supposed to talk about
we talk comebacks. We tied together.
Oh.
It's okay. Come on, dog.
All right, but yeah.
You tied it into Kanye, bro.
I mean, but I wasn't ready to start talking about the album yet.
We got to be flexible, brother.
I feel you. But no, he did talk about Adidas, though. And that was what I wanted to talk about as far as him.
Another way to try to put that man down.
Exactly. But he also took pictures with the CEO of Adidas. So it's weird because I think with Kanye, the thing that I keep seeing is him.
Contradictions?
Yeah, he's a hypocrite. One minute he's telling people to buy it, next minute he's saying not to. The next minute he's in cahoots with them. Then the next minute he's taking pictures with them at a party, and he makes it seem like he's cool with them, and then he's not when he's not getting his way. So if it's not Kanye's way, it's everybody against Kanye. We should boycott all of that. I'm with Ye. I do think that part of what Adidas did to him is fucked up, but I also do believe that Kanye has lawyers, he has peoples and representatives, and they signed what they signed because it made sense at the time. And when it didn't, then he's like, oh, well, I'm going to go on an anti...
Let's clear up that statement. That's not really what happened, right? It's not that it didn't make sense for him anymore. What happened was he made the comments that they felt were anti-Semitic, and then they wanted to separate.
I think he did that on purpose. I think he did that in order to get
let's
out
not
of
speculate. Let's just base it off what we see.
He said it, though.
He said what?
Part of it was that he said that watch what happens when he said he can get canceled and anything like that. He said, I'll get out of the Adidas deal. I think he said that a week before he started going on his anti-Semitic rants. He said that. He said he can leave Adidas at any time he wants and something.
Well, clearly it didn't work.
It did.
It didn't work. You're right. You're right. He left. They got him out of there, and now they're selling his shoes for dirt.
Yeah, and supposedly fans are saying they're not going to buy these new.
They shouldn't.
It's ugly though. I hate the 350s.
I mean, the reality here is, 350s fire, but like regardless,
really? I don't like those ones. I think those are the worst ones.
I mean, regardless of what they look like, right? The reality here is that the shoes are old. Like, the times have changed. Like, no one's going to buy 350s in 2024.
Unless you're running in them or some shit.
I mean, maybe walking, some to the old people that need to go walking in them or something. But like, niggas ain't about to wear them shits now. They comfortable, but niggas ain't buying 350s, bro.
Yeah, 350s are the ugliest.
Niggas ain't buying Yeezys for real like that anymore.
But what do you think about his website doing the $20 sale joints for the Vulture's merch?
I respect it. I mean, I think that's...
Did you cop anything?
No, I told you I'm not buying nothing Kanye no more. Oh. You bought something? You bought the socks. You didn't put them big ass feet in them socks. You did that?
They're not here yet, but yes.
My God.
It was $20, bro. I got the pots. I'm going to walk around the house with them joints. It's like walking around barefooted. I fuck with it.
Outside,
and I got me a Vulture shirt. I'm gonna wear that shit on the pod next time.
You were ever. Listen, I'm not really against Kanye. I think
his shoes are one of the best looking shoes out. Period.
You don't need no shoes are out right now anyway. You don't know.
I'm not a shoe connoisseur like I used to be.
Exactly. So you can't make these weird ass comments. Kanye makes the best shoes. When's the last time Kanye made a shoe? You don't know.
I think the shoes that I like are just the ones that I have. Out of all the joints, those are the ones that I fuck with.
Today we have got honesty out of him.
Because he has a lot of shoes, and then I don't cop every single one of them because some of the designs I think are forced and ugly, but the ones I have are the fire joints, which I think is, what the fuck was that?
I was trying to, anyway, it doesn't matter.
That was wild.
It was a lemon in my drink, and I was getting it. Anyway. And honestly, in reference to like the sneakers we were just talking about, right? I really feel like everything is stale, right? I was being funny with you saying like you don't know what you like, but I don't think anyone knows what they like anymore right now. Like, to be real with you, I think some shit is good, right? If you like are really paying attention, but I think we're in a space right now where everyone's a follower, and because we're all kind of followers, we're kind of like trying to make a mix and match of what everyone else is doing, but we're not really deviating too far from where everyone else is. So I say that to say that like even like my favorite brand, Acne Studios, they just came out with their new collection for Fashion Week, and the shit looks like everything else. And one of the reasons that I liked Acne Studios is because they had a lot of good clean looks, good cuts, good colors, etc. And some of the shit like Rick Owens, it's almost like Rick Owens has like, and Balenciaga has like manipulated everyone to think that this is the way to create fashion, and it's kind of like in the same realm, which is why on the opposite side, I do like what Pharrella's doing with LV. I don't like all the pieces, but I do like a lot of it, and I think a lot of it is creative. I think a lot of it is really creative.
I forgot who they said he was copying off of. They said he was the line is like somebody else's line. I can't remember who.
I don't know, but I don't be listening to people no more because some of these people that say they can't afford none of that shit, no way.
Possibly.
It's but not even just afford it.
I'm not watching fashion shows. To be honest with you, I don't watch fashion shows because I don't. Maybe you do, but I honestly don't know anybody that watches a fashion show and says, I'm copying that piece from the fashion show.
I mean, I think
it's for people outside of I think it's for the actual individuals that are attending those shows. Because an everyday American is not spending $5,000 on one piece of clothing.
But I think that's the part that I think that, and it speaks to the fact that like there's a subset of people, if you know, you don't know, right? And that's why I think everyone's followers. There's literally on some of these websites, not all of them, it's called ready to wear, right? Literally it's called ready to wear because there are things that are in price points for people that can afford some of the stuff, and there's things price points where people can't afford it. But like the reality here is we're using Louis Vuitton, which is a really high end like level stuff, but like there's stuff like Balenciaga people wear on a regular basis that looks like everything else. Zara makes stuff that looks
I don't know
like
why
Balenciaga.
people are still supporting Balenciaga after everything that they did at the same time.
I mean,
so
it's the
like,
same thing about Kanye. You just bought
weird.
Kanye's and he said that slaves, and he said this shit about slaves. I mean, it's the same reason. Like people do that.
I guess
it's
people
human
pick and
nature.
choose. People pick and choose.
Yeah.
But I think child pornography and child slavery and what Balenciaga did was far more than impactful than.
It doesn't change how
Kanye
people
said.
think, though. Is what I'm getting at.
I think people, like you said, people are followers and,
Yeah.
and people follow trends, and these celebrities sell trends. Like Kim Kardashian is now the spokesperson for Balenciaga after
She's always been though, for real.
She was, but she was unofficial. But now she's officially it, and she basically went on a rant saying how she didn't fuck with it and what they were doing with their
like 2
whole
years
imagery.
ago.
She said that only. Honestly, I think it was a play for the Balenciaga to really throw the money at her to really get her to go ahead and do it. Because now she's officially the.
I don't think so. I think that she just was like, "Oh shit, I gotta say something." But I don't think people.
I don't think anybody.
I don't think
cares.
I was gonna say I don't think anyone's up in arms as they made the scene. But I was using it as an example. I think just the reality of what I'm saying is that everything kind of sounds the same. We can hear it in music, right? When we listen to music, some of the songs sound the same. Like music's not even selling the way it used to because no one's really moved. I think the last 2 years that I could think of, Nicki, Gunna, and Nas.
They sold.
I was gonna say those are the only albums I feel like were good. Can you think of anything else off the top of your head? Earth Gang dropped a really good album. Yeah, I know you're not a fan, but I'm just saying like I can't really think of really great albums that was like ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I right now I can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's one of the things that I'm realizing when it comes to music. Everything is so quick and microwavable. Ain't no way for music to last. And like Drake's dad said on
Worse?
that one, I think it was Worse or one of those songs. Only the real shit's gonna last. We'll see who's still around 10 years from now. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of that is what's going on with the music, even with
Fashion,
everything. So even in that case, I'm thinking about like some of the celebrities and what they're doing and what their next phase in life is. Like we're talking about people like Russell Westbrook and all these other individuals who are basically like at the tail end of their career and popularity. What are they doing now to longevate their their legacy? What the fuck is that? Anyway, longevity. So basically, but you know what I mean.
But no, I agree with you. I mean, people are adding levels. We're learning and seeing that, and we're seeing some people do it right, where people are adding parts of their storyline. They're growing. Honestly, like Westbrook's our age. As you go through time, you start to mature.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he's older than us.
Nah,
He's your age. He ain't my age.
well, you're right. He is your age. He's younger than me. So, so back to my point. No, people are adding, I think, levels to their legacy, and I think they're also like becoming more conscious to some extent. Like to your point, I think you were going to go down to like what Westbrook is doing with like affordable housing and real estate in South Central, I believe, where he's from. Beyonce and Kelly Rowland have teamed up to do Noel's Rolling House.
I didn't hear nothing about that, so I don't know where you heard that from. Because
it's all over. I've been seeing it, and I guess I also see it because I work in affordable housing, real estate, and stuff like that. So when I see that pop up, it's like we need this. Like we're getting as Americans. I think they say 100,000 to me, like 150 is middle class now. I don't
like thinking about shit like this because
I know, but I'm just saying that to say that like because of that, right? The folks that make less than that, they need housing. They need sustainable housing, quality living, and I think that these people that have this money, they understand that the government, has positions to help them make their money off of it, frankly, because they're going to get paid, and also help people on the other side.
I think
so. It's great.
I feel like one of the best things that somebody said, I can't remember who said it, but they were saying how all these NBA players have a lot of money, have a lot of liquidation, and the minute you ask them, yo, let's put money together to buy these homes or to change a neighborhood or to build a basketball court in one of these impoverished neighborhoods, they're always like, nah, talk to my agent, talk to my guy. But the minute you hit them up like, yo, let's go to the strip club, let's go to a party, everybody's down to throw racks. They're always down for those kind of things, but when it comes to building a community and using your money for those impactful things, they find it very hard to work together in those aspects. So I do think that that's great that Russell Westbrook is doing it, but I could only imagine what would have happened if like 2 or 3 other NBA players teamed up with him to do it.
You know me, I'm always going to operate from the positive. I think that those statements are in a very narrow vacuum because the reality is that going to the strip club to spend 10 grand is easier than going to my business manager to spend millions of dollars. it's different. Like that. No, it is different.
It might be.
No, it is. Like,
But you're-
no, it is.
you
It
think-
is.
you
Like,
think-
period. It is. Like,
Some of these strippers say there's more than $10,000.
I mean, even if they spend $1 million, but even if they spend $1 million, like we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars developments. This isn't like slight work. You can't just talk to LeBron and say, "Hey, let's go do
But
this."
we both know you sending me off to your agent or to your man's or your manager. That conversation.
But who are
doesn't
they
go
talking
anywhere.
to? If we're
I don't
talking,
know,
I mean, yeah, I mean,
but
that
the point is, it
statement
doesn't happen.
It
That's
does
the whole
happen.
point.
That's my point actually, because LeBron does it. The I Promise School, Jalen Rose is doing it, and I mean, even outside of basketball, T.I. and Jeezy own damn near Atlanta. T.I. owns damn
Ti
near.
built a.
He has a whole, he's doing
apartment.
affordable housing. So I'm saying that to say that, like, let's not harp on what niggas aren't doing. Let's harp on what niggas are doing, because a lot of it is good happening.
Well, I'm trying to have niggas that all work
It's not
together.
gonna be that way.
Because what it
Everyone
seems like is
everyone dies
everybody's
off.
operating differently and doing their own.
Everybody has
missions.
different goals. Like KD and Carmelo, Carmelo has a basketball court, and KD, I think he donated $10 million to PG County over like 10 years.
He won't come play for us though.
Who cares, nigga? Y'all niggas can't. This is what they say: niggas cannot be satisfied. God damn.
I don't
Be
care
satisfied.
I don't care what he does.
It's not about what he does. It's about what we're getting out of our communities. But anyway,
I appreciate it.
no, you don't. You hate that nigga.
Since you, no, I don't. I don't hate KD.
He went 73-9. He went to that 73-9 10. You ain't looked at him the same since. You look at him like his hairline looks at him. They don't talk to each other. Them boys beefing.
So you're a sneakerhead on the low.
I didn't see them, to be honest.
So
I'm not a sneakerhead.
You are.
That's a
sneakerhead.
weird.
You're a sneakerhead.
I didn't see the Trump shoes. I think they're gold, right?
They're all gold. They look like Adidas. I don't know what those Adidas are, but they're like those high top Adidas. They look like those joints. But would you cop them? They're $400.
Yeah, I cop Trump sneakers. Yeah.
Trump went to SneakerCon and that's a comment I never thought I'd ever say in my life. Trump
went to SneakerCon.
Trump went to SneakerCon and he basically debuted the Trumps. All gold shoe.
Yo,
I can't stop laughing.
America
because,
is so fucked up, bro.
Nah, but the racism is funny because they said Trump has the black culture because he did this. They said black people are now going to vote for Trump. I'm like, damn, they really think we're very, very stupid. They really be playing in our faces. So I thought that was hilarious. Fat Joe decided to let everybody know that he copped the Trumps.
The way you position it, he let everyone know he bought this.
I don't know why he told us that because nobody gave a fuck what Fat Joe thinks. But Fat Joe decided to tell us that he bought the shoes. Then he came back and said, "Oh, someone gave it to him." Who the fuck bought it then, nigga? Shut up.
He got it for free.
He's a liar. Ain't nobody buying them joints for free.
I don't know that, man.
And then giving it to him. But they are reselling. The resale value is crazy. The 4K. So some red hat wearing motherfucker in West Tennessee.
But you know what happens, right?
All his
Society's
money.
gonna be like, remember when Trump sold those sneakers? There's only 10 of them.
The thing about Trump that I would say is he's a marketing genius.
Of course.
He's a marketing genius. He can open up a school on marketing because that's what he does. He's basically marketing. He just keeps his name relevant while he's fighting 90 cases. Like, it's crazy.
And then he's gonna run for president and win again. You know, if
I don't know if he's.
You
gonna
know,
win.
if Barack Obama did the shit he did, niggas would have got him out of there.
We know he.
Niggas would have got him out of there.
They was mad that he wore a tan suit, bro.
Bruh.
They was looking for anything. The things they said about Michelle Obama was the wildest.
She's beautiful.
She is.
Sick.
But you know what's crazy? There's a song by Future that nobody has ever heard called Michelle Obama. Bro, it's probably one of the greatest songs I've ever heard Future.
Can you play it right now?
I can't find it. It's so obscure.
I've
It's
never
like,
even heard of this.
It's a crazy son. It's one of the fire. It's an unreleased song, but it's crazy. It's called Michelle Obama. It is so fire. So hopefully we remember this.
Why are you just not telling me about this?
Because I just remembered all of a sudden. That's how my mind works.
You want to talk about Dream Doll? What this
this
lady do?
So
with the Miss Plastic Barbie, she's first of all. Let's start. How did this come up? Edwin?
Okay, so
we had this debate last night.
Okay, so we were having a conversation yesterday, right? And we said
it was spirited.
We were way more faded yesterday, for real.
Jeez, I'm not faded now.
I know, right? All that food. I feel so normal right now. I hate this. I would have pod.
He's on the pod drunk.
But anyway, so we were talking about who had the best build-a-bod.
Yeah, who paid the most? Whose money with the farthest?
So what you told me was, I said, we said of somebody, I don't know, I think we were talking about Callie. We started with Callie first.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's bad, blah, blah, blah. But is it a build-a-bod? You was like, nah, blah, blah, blah. Then I said Chinese kitty.
And I said yuck.
You said that I'm crazy for Chinese kitty. I'm like, that's the best build-a-bod I've ever seen.
Nah.
You said no. You said Dream Doll.
Dream Doll.
So I was just like, whatever.
Baddie.
We had that conversation. So I just opened up social media literally the next day, and Dream Doll's there.
He was doing research, y'all.
And
That nigga was doing research.
No research. But I was not familiar with her game. I was not familiar with her game.
Hold on. You're gonna say something, but who's better now? Come on. Who paid?
If I had to choose, I think because Chinese Kitty looks tall.
I know what you like about it. Never mind. You win. I got it. I got it.
We got to talk about
I like proportions. I like proportions and some level of realistic behavior, like realistic bodies. He would just want that jump to be a stallion and the ass to be like in two different hemispheres at the same time.
Bro, if I could only take
Dog.
There's this show called Impact New York.
I know. I see that. So I know she tacky. That sounds weird.
So
dog.
I saw it on my TikTok, and there's another girl that she's cool with, or maybe it's a different show. This girl from Black Ink Crew. Her name's
Sky.
Nikki. Nikki.
Don't know who that is. All right.
She's a regular joint, but she used to be on Black Ink Crew. And she also is like a dark-skinned version of Chinese Kitty, if you know what I mean.
So you prefer
But
Nikki?
anyway, regardless of that, regardless of all of this,
tangent.
so what happened was once I saw this Dream Doll girl, she was like posting for her birthday or whatever, and she had this black guy on there who was on a boat with her, and his name was Quincy Purbo or something like that. And he's a black guy who basically plays soccer internationally in Europe. Okay. And he's like a beast supposedly. So somebody under the comments was like, "Oh, who is he?" And they said, "Oh, he's just a guy who's wanted in 3 countries for cocaine trafficking. So he's basically been sentenced to 6 years, and he's not going back. But he's not going back to Amsterdam or the Netherlands to serve
there's
that
extradition.
shit.
There's extradition.
Yeah, so he's just
What's
playing
it called?
soccer in whatever country, in Russia or wherever, and he's like kicking it on a boat with.
Why do I feel like I know this story a little bit? Go ahead.
He's kicking it on a boat with this bad joint, but low key, he supposedly has a whole family of 3 somewhere in Europe as well.
But he can't go see his family because they're gonna lock him up.
It is the rabbit hole that I went in last night. I was like, who is this and what is going on and why did she post this man's picture?
She didn't care, dog. She did not care.
But I did not know. But we'll talk about the builder bodies we have to do an episode.
Nah,
about
nigga.
that.
You know what?
BBL.
I was gonna say we should have a BBL lineup.
Nah, but Dr. Umar and Little Yachty were talking about whose fault is it that women get BBLs, and Dr. Umar is saying that it is black men's fault because we basically worship and we're obsessed about it and all that stuff in music videos or whatever. But
that's not true.
Little Yachty said that it's actually women themselves because of self-esteem and just how they feel and what they want. And I'm on both sides. I think sometimes it's for the male gaze, but also I think it's also for a woman who feels like, there's something in her body that just doesn't make her feel right when she looks in the mirror and she wants to better herself. Yeah. And she decides it might not even be a BBL, it might be a breast reduction, it might be a uplift or whatever they call it.
I mean, listen, I'm here.
Jack.
Whoa. You said a jack. Listen, if I had a wife and we had some babies and she wants a mommy makeover, I'm all for it. I'll pay for it, right?
I get flashbacks of what happened to Jackie O though.
But she went
that scares me.
But that's ridiculous. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah. No, because she got a mommy
But she also
makeover.
went to a doctor that had like numerous people that said that he botched. Like he was,
for real?
Yeah, like he wasn't a good doctor. And honestly, like there's too many people that have like gotten surgery that you could choose from a different doctor. Like it's crazy. But anyway, that's a different conversation. But I think that I'm more on the Yachty side with it because I think women compare each other and they think that like that's what men want. But let's keep it real. Every time we watch videos and we watch the old ones, what do we say? Damn, look how bad those women were back in the 90s and 2000s.
Trina, somebody posted a picture of Trina and said that's what a big butt used to be back in the day, and everyone was like, yes, that's a natural looking woman.
Yes,
that's
what we like.
It's supposed to be like.
Like, listen, we're not knocking you guys getting your bodies up because you want to get something fixed, but like the reality is that that's not for us because if we chose, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, but they do be surprised. But they be like, he cheated on me with this.
Yes, she made a better wife.
She cooked. She sucked. Shut the fuck up.
No.
Nah, Young Miami said that shit. She's like, I cook, suck, and shut the fuck up.
She said that.
I cook, I clean, I fuck, I shut up. Let me do something.
Hey, guess what? She the baddest, dog. That joke.
She the baddest?
Listen, you can have
She
JT.
go to jail with Diddy.
I don't care. Let me have my hand at that before she go. But listen, Miami the one.
I saw KD. So
I saw that KD was over here like
yeah. So there's rumors about KD basically not like liking girls or whatever, right?
He had a girlfriend. She put WNBA.
Anybody? There's only like 2 bad joints in the WNBA. I would really be surprised to see who he dealt with.
She's not what you think. Well, she's exactly what you probably think.
The WNBA, y'all need to let me mark it. Should I leave this conversation?
Leave it alone for right now. Okay. Actually, go ahead. Get it off, bro.
It's over. It's over. But KD, I did see KD try to hug her, Young Miami. He was looking real hungry. He was looking like a wolf. I was like, oh, he a nigga for the DMV.
Listen, did you hear him rapping? He sounded
Jay Electronica. I was not trying to listen though. Because it's like KD want to do everything. He producing albums. He's doing everything.
KD and Edwin got beef, and it's one-sided. KD, can you play for the Washington Wizards for 1 year? Edwin be happy.
KD's my guy. I love him because he's just a regular ass nigga who knows how to ball. But unfortunately, he ain't the alpha dog on any team he plays on, and that shit sucks.
Well, guess what, guys? He's number 9 in scoring this year, overall.
And he took over your other favorite players' number 9 spot. You know that, right?
Carmelo. Yeah, number 10. Melo's at 10 now.
10 now.
He passed 10. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, honestly, the reality is that like when Melo was in the league, I thought he was like one of the more pure bucket getters in a while. But when KD came, I was like, yo, this nigga's a 50, 40, and 90 shooter.
Yeah.
Regularly. Regularly, bro.
So, well, I know who you're going to pick. If you had to start a franchise with either of them,
who?
You're picking KD, aren't you?
KD or Melo?
Yeah.
I'll probably take, I'll take KD. The only reason
marketability, Melo is more marketable.
The only reason
your franchise will make more money with him because KD's quiet. He don't do nothing.
I was going to say Melo, to be honest with you, right?
Melo will at least sell you tickets. People will come there.
But the problem is we won't win a championship. I'm only about winning, and I'm a Laker fan. Because the thing is,
it depends.
It depends. If I had to build a team, depending on what I had to choose from, it depends, right? Because Melo stops the ball sometimes.
Yeah, he's trying to get the bucket.
No, but he stops the ball because
he grabs the ball and he just keeps shooting and doing his thing.
But if we have like certain people, if I had a Chris Paul, like a true point guard around him, then maybe because remember when Chauncey was with him, he hooped.
He was cooking.
Remember when AI was with him, he hooped. So yeah, he did hoop, bro. What are you tripping? Anyway,
AI was on his last legs.
It doesn't matter that he wasn't hooping. Anyway,
I don't remember.
But yeah, I take it back. I'm Team Melo. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm Melo. I can't do that.
So Breakfast Club is in some hot water because of the comments they made over what's that lady's name?
Risa Tisa.
So I wanted to ask you, as a member of the
Breakfast
Big
Club?
Back, no, as the Big Back community.
Hey, hold on, time out. Sir.
How do you feel about these comments?
I want y'all to know this is his get back. He tried to get his lick back from last time, but it's all good.
But not for real though. So Tisa Risa, or whatever her name is, made a 50-part TikTok video.
I ain't gonna hold you. I tried to watch 2 of them.
Why?
Because I was
it giving big back?
You know, I thought honestly when I first turned it on, right, and I was like, "Whoa, is this Edwin's story?" Because she looked like you for a second. Have you seen her?
It doesn't work.
You seen her?
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't.
But no, I did. But no, to be honest with you, I did try to watch it.
Why did you try to watch it?
Because everyone was talking about it. I'll be real with you. I didn't know what it was about.
I heard everyone is 10 minutes long.
I didn't know what it was about. So when I heard everyone talking about it, I just looked it up and now started to listen. I was listening out of the space of I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And then when I heard, then I stopped.
Yeah, so I saw too many people like talking about it, had a conversation about it, and I just was like, she's dumb. I'm sorry. Like everything about every decision she made was just a dumb decision. So for me, I can't watch a train wreck happening.
I can.
Not when you see it happening on purpose.
I want to see how dumb this shit
it's literally like she was walking into the trap, and I'm like, clear. And niggas lie to get pussy all the time.
But listen, this is why.
So I'm like so confused. Yeah, he lied about his job, and he married you within a year. Like everything was a red flag.
It was giving big back. She was thirsty. Like I agree with Charlamagne.
But we can't say it's big back because we've seen women who are attractive, men who are attractive, people who have done it in all walks of life. So that's the only thing I would take against them saying big back, because you don't have to be desperate to do that.
No, you're right though. But guess what though? It's called stereotypes.
Love bunk.
People don't like stereotypes, but guess what? They exist for a reason.
So you think that bigger girls will just settle for anything?
I think bigger
because
people.
I'm
being funny, but I think that like when you are in a position where your self-esteem is, deteriorated, you tend to make not the best decisions. And so when you get chose last for a very long time, and then you get chose, and the nigga proposed to you in a year, you like, You gonna take what you gonna get.
So wait, are you speaking from experience? How you know this?
Nah, I'm not speaking from experience.
You love bomb people?
No, you know, do you know me?
Well, no, you don't.
No, I'm not love bombing nobody. I'm gonna let you go.
You know I do. So I'm gonna shut up.
That's probably what. Listen, I'm not love bombing nobody. Honestly, the moment I'm in a new stage in my life where I'm in a new stage in my life. Yo, you're laughing way too hard.
I'm sorry because you're a funny guy.
Because you know me. But listen, I'm in a new stage in my life. I'm in the space where I'm being patient, right?
Yo, pray for Jay.
I'm not
pray for Jay. That's hashtag pray for Jay.
Is that what called it?
Pray for Jay because I know you. Whoever dealing with you is struggling.
Listen,
you don't show no emotion.
Sometimes I think I'm struggling. Shit, fuck wrong with y'all.
Oh, but shout out to the Breakfast Club because
shout out to Charlamagne for calling it what it was.
You know, they're trying harder to like really go.
That's why they got Jess on there.
Yeah.
And Jess is funny. I don't care what no one says. I fuck with Jess. You don't have to like.
She also got hurt. She part of the Build a Body Brigade.
Yeah, she had new butt and new titties.
And doesn't that suck to do all that surgery and then get pregnant?
She wants to get pregnant though.
But it's like now you're back to square one.
No, she gonna buy a new body again. That's what they do. Let me tell you something. When she dropped that baby, they're gonna take her to the surgery table right then and there.
What about, remember how, what's her name that used to have babies and just bounce right back? Iman Shumpert's joint? Tiana Taylor?
Well, that's different.
She used to bounce back like crazy. Like within 2 weeks, everybody's like, what the fuck
That's because
happened?
her mentality, when you work out, they do say like women work out and you have your body a certain way, you do kind of bounce back a certain type of way. But look at Sierra. Sierra bounce back too. Not now. She's big now. Have you seen her?
No. I haven't.
This fourth baby.
Sierra never did it for me though.
Look at her now.
Really? We are so creepy right now. We are terrible. No. I can hear all the women just logging off like, what the fuck are these niggas talking about?
You know how you like thick Rihanna? Sierra's, hey, look. Sierra's taller than her and thick.
Really? Okay. She might pop up on my feed.
The algorithm will work.
I know.
The algorithm will
I don't be looking, bro. I swear to God, I don't be looking. And it just be like, oh, who's this?
I'll send it to you. I'll make sure your algorithm gets disrupted. I'm gonna send it to you.
Russell Wilson, get the fuck off of her, please.
No. That man is hitting that jump every chance he gets.
Every time Future disses him, she's
pregnant.
He gets pregnant again. Every freaking time. Speaking about people who fake pregnancies, Beyonce. I'm sorry. Let's not do that. That's a low blow, right?
That's wild.
That's a low blow.
Listen, we can't get canceled. Beyonce's internet is crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. That's true.
I'm not playing with that game with y'all.
I'll get the Nicki people. Imagine the fight of war. The Rihanna Navy.
It's like Avatar, bro. The Fire Nation, the Water Benders, the Airbenders,
the Cardi B's.
Bro, I feel like the Cardi B Jones will get taken out first. And the Fire Nation.
No, they're gonna team up with the Lottos. I can see that. They're gonna team up with the lottery.
They're gonna be the two small villages that come together.
Together make a big one. Because the Nicki fans, the Barbs, they the ones.
You know what somebody said to me recently? There's a difference between a Nicki fan and being a Barb. And I said, what?
Ooh,
and I asked somebody that's a Nicki fan. And they were like,
very true.
They were like, yes, it is a difference.
I think
the Barbs are psychotic. The fans are kind of...
Don't have them in my comments, please. I don't want...
You already came with Beyonce. We screwed it.
No, I was fucking with you. Hey, I love you, B. But the country... We're fighting for Beyonce right now because country music radio stations
She fight for us.
They're trying to...
See, I give you a chance to work with Beyonce.
Stop setting me up, bro. Stop, because I can't fake it. Lord. But now country music radio stations are showing their faces and their racism by not playing her music.
That's what you did.
And they're trying really hard not to play. They're trying not to play her music, but unfortunately, it's actually the #1 country song in the country right now. So, haha.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha. So shout out to Beyonce. That's all we wanted to say. We got your back. We're not listening to it, but we will make sure people do.
You're right. I don't listen to it.
Have you listened to both of them yet?
Of course. You know I did.
You did?
But, yeah, nigga. I'm a Beyonce fan. You nuts?
I'm a Beyonce fan, but I just didn't listen to it.
I listened to it, but I'm not going to say it to y'all. I'm like...
I heard it on the radio, but I didn't.
No, I'm going to click it. You know me. Music Fridays. I'm going to click everything that I'm, a fan of, and I'm going to see what it's talking about.
Okay. So we did not do a good job by highlighting this in our little joint.
What's up?
But Akademiks is coming at Meek Mills, aka Freak Mills.
We should talk about that early.
Yeah. Well, the liquor's hitting now, so I'm good.
Hey, shout out to Akademiks.
Akademiks.
I never thought I'd say this. I don't like that
the thing about
guy.
Akademiks, DJ Akademiks, is that he has also a loyal fan base as well of a bunch of basement nerds who are basically ride or die by his word, because he just keeps it real when it comes to his conversations about music and things of that nature. So when the Diddy allegations came out, which were all redacted names, but mind you, in the redacted statements, it said this affiliate rapper who once dated Nicki Minaj. It's like only one person from Philadelphia that dated her. Damn. So that wasn't too hard to figure out. Then they said an R&B singer that also performed at the Super Bowl, Usher. So it wasn't too hard to figure out who these gentlemen were. So we did see that Meek Mills is now sort of responding to Akademiks saying that it was him. And then Akademiks calling him out, saying that, when the threats that Meek Mills is giving him is basically fraudulent.
Meek either wants to fight for reform or fight in the streets. We don't know what that man wants to do.
I don't
Meek
understand
is a weirdo.
Meek.
I think he's on drugs again.
He might be,
Something's wrong with that man, bro.
But I think Diddy is taking everybody down with him in this situation.
I don't think he will. I think Diddy's a thorough nigga, honestly. I think the only way, I'll be honest with you, I think Diddy gonna get some of these niggas killed.
Diddy is really moving like, I don't even know, like an evil villain in the movie.
I mean, he is a little bit evil.
But think about it, in the music industry, the way he's synonymous for what he's done to people's contracts, like Red Cafe,
I'm not doing this with
Fresh
you.
Montana.
No, I'm not doing that. We're not black.
Let me finish. So
okay, go ahead. All right.
then he slapped Drake. He squared up and punched J. Cole. He hung Wale. He hung Wale.
You're messing up the story. That's not the right story. No, it's not true. Let me finish. But you're wrong. That's not what happened.
He hung Wale over a fucking balcony.
That's not what happened.
And this nigga was terrorizing the streets as the Joker one Halloween. This nigga's crazy.
You know why he likes Wendy Williams? This is why he likes Wendy Williams.
This nigga needs to be stopped.
He wants Wendy Williams' seat. That is not even the right storyline. He made it up.
Sources say it's differently. My sources.
He worked for DJ Vlad.
So am I lying? What was I wrong?
You're wrong about the fact that he slapped J. Cole. That's not what happened.
He squared up with J. Cole.
Because J. Cole was standing up for Drake.
Okay.
But he didn't slap J. Cole. You said he slapped J. Cole. It didn't happen.
I said he squared up with J. Cole.
That's not what you said, but whatever.
Rewind
you redacted it, whatever. And then you're not going to slander Wale like that on this podcast.
Wale said it wasn't true.
Yes,
Wale
this is
said
a
it
no
wasn't
slander
true.
Wale podcast.
Wale is on the slander list, but he's not on the slander list. So
you slandered him just now. That was crazy.
That wasn't slander.
It was.
Wale is my nigga, bro. You already know. That's my.
He not coming on this show talk after you said that.
He is. He gonna.
Anyway,
Wale will come on the show. I put bread on that.
Yeah, your nephew will come. Anyway.
Pause.
Whoa, that's weird.
So how do you think Diddy really did all that shit though?
I don't know, but let me tell you something. Everyone has their right to their day in court.
You scared of Diddy? You think Diddy about to assassinate us for our little podcast?
Listen, man. The Love album was amazing.
The Love album was amazing. And this nigga Rob, what was his, Little Rob?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The guy who basically made the allegations.
Nigga, I don't know that nigga name.
So the guy who made the allegations, I think his nickname is Little Rob. He basically said that before he made the lawsuit, he actually was saying that he never got paid for the album, the joints that he produced on the Love album. So he was already on a tangent about that. So it kind of is weird that now you're allegedly saying that you were touched and all this stuff. I think being paid for the album should probably be on the wayside compared to being touched. So I would have been yelling about that.
He was probably okay with getting touched until his money didn't come through.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, and on top of that, listen, let me tell you something. Anyway,
look, Young Miami's cousin was also named as one of the people. It's just wild, dog. And I think Diddy is just his kids are in the lawsuit and they have pictures.
All right, let's move on. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Bro, the way it looks is crazy.
I'll say this. I do think that as crazy as this looks, he is like Jeffrey Epstein a little bit, right? If you bring Diddy down, and
it's a wild allegation.
No, what I mean by that statement is it's like his influence on the people he's touched, right? That's what happened. Oh my God, get off the topic. But look, the point, because Epstein was tied to so many different people that got.
And they murked that nigga,
right? But guess what? Diddy's similarly, but they're not gonna get him killed though. It's a little different. I don't think so.
You think he gonna? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Shout out to Diddy though. I
After all that,
guess.
shout
I
out to
mean,
Diddy?
no. Shout out to, I don't know. That little nigga probably lying for real. Let's be
I mean,
honest.
the girls,
I want to believe men. I want to believe men as well.
The women came out in his defense and said we were not underage.
And one of them is literally a mother.
And it was like three of them. Yeah, like it was like
yeah,
three
they just
of
look
them.
young. Light-skinned young girls. That's honestly all they did. They look like that. But one of them's in their 30s.
And he just had a baby.
It was wild. And she was like, I hate when women do this. She tweeted and said, I've been around Diddy for almost 5 years. If you know. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody asked. But shout out
But
to
I'm glad she said that though, because the thing is like even if Diddy's guilty, I think what
Diddy
should
is
happen,
guilty of something.
Of course. I'm not gonna be that naive.
Being a freak ass boy. That's what the fuck.
He a nasty man.
He a nasty boy. That's what it is.
He's the original Passport Bros.
Yeah, he was wilding. I know he.
Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. I mean,
us as regular civilians have heard about Diddy's party.
Bro,
so
years
if
ago,
we've heard about
Steffens
it,
wrote a book and says she saw Diddy and Mace in the bed.
oh wow,
I've heard too many stories, nasty ones.
yo. And we're regular people, so imagine what Hollywood knows.
That's why no one's saying a damn thing.
Everybody
They
shut
said that's
the
why the
fuck
Rock
up.
Nation brunch was canceled this year.
Oh wow,
Dead ass. They didn't want to like. They're saying that they didn't want because Diddy and Jay-Z, like, you know what I'm saying?
They're the ones who throw it together. or
No,
something?
it's Rock Nation. It's Jay-Z. But like these are like the two big figureheads in hip hop. They're the leaders, blah, blah, blah. And if you invite, with all that happening, they were saying that if you invite all these people to the Rock Nation brunch and Diddy's not invited or it just gets too murky. But they also have said that on the other side of that Jay-Z's also doing it to protect Diddy so you don't got a reason to come out the house. Because if he does throw the Rock Nation brunch, and Diddy's not there, then it's another storyline. We don't know. I'm just telling you what the speculation
Diddy's
I don't
not
know.
coming to a bunch of shit, so it is what it is. But let's get to music. Like we were saying earlier, Vultures is definitely my number one album of the year so far. I love this album. I had it on repeat all day. I think all week or all month. I just can't stop
discovered it
listening
2 days
to
ago, and I've been like,
I can't believe that. I really thought I sent it to you, but if not, Kanye put his ass in this fucking album as far as how he produced it, the people he got on there, as far as the features. He just, honestly, the guy impresses me every time he does it. And I know how hard the music industry
sounds the same.
No album he's put out has ever sounded exactly the same. Only the first two, I would say.
Okay, fair enough.
Late Registration and College Dropout were the only two
That's real.
similar ones.
Yeah.
After that, every single album has been completely.
He's been like
different
revamping,
sound.
trying to change and shift things.
Always been exploring his whole shit. So I do love this album. Do It, probably my favorite track.
I like Hood Rat.
He remixed one of our favorite New Orleans anthems by Juvenile.
Shout out to the Dodgers.
Juvenile's
That's their song.
Really?
Shake that back that ass up.
I didn't know that. You know some deltas, don't you?
I know a few. You do too. Well, no. You like the other ones.
Relax.
You like the other ones.
Anyways, Vultures, what do you think, nigga? You try to bury me this whole pod. I'm not dealing with it.
I swear to you. I swear. I thought we was gonna have solidarity for the Reds.
I pray for you. That's all I'm gonna do is pray for you.
Oh, look, we all need prayer. But no, I mean, I like Vultures. It's a great. I love Ty Dolla $ign. We talked about that, and people don't like Ty, but like that album that he dropped called Featuring, and I get it. It's him unfeatured on songs showing you that he's the
he was
featured king.
also playing on the fact that people say he does only good on features. Yeah, but he's been killing shit since Free TC mixtape, since all that shit.
The first album.
He's always been good. He's always good.
Yeah.
But I think what fucked up for him was when he got caught with that cocaine charge with Skrillex when he was on tour. He took the charge. It was a bunch of him. It was him and a bunch of white boys in a.
Average Joe's cocaine.
Yeah, I think this is a regular everyday drug for all of them. But for whatever reason, he was the one who got charged with it. And ever since then, I feel like it took a while for him to get back on his shit. So I do think that. But I'm praying for him. I hope that this.
This is gonna do it for him. I mean, it sold $1 million.
There's three albums. You know that, right?
I
so it's going to be Vultures 1, Vultures 2 drops.
He on his Renaissance shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's on his Renaissance shit. That is true. So he is Vultures 2 drops in like 2 days. All I want to hear is the Charlie Wilson doing the Backstreet Boys. Everybody. Yeah.
That is so tight.
What? That joint sounded fire. Kanye just...
Charlie Wilson's a goat. But shout out to that man.
That nigga's a beast, honestly.
Earth Gang and Spillage did an album called Robophobia. It's only like 7-8 tracks, but really good. I'm an Earth Gang fan. It's a really good album. The last track with Snoop is probably the best track on there in my opinion.
I heard that one. That was the one you played. I like that.
It's the most commercial.
I haven't. So for me, Earth Gang, I just don't know why I never got into them. But I feel like the minute I listen to them, I'll like them. But I just never. I feel like their drops are always around other people's drops.
Yeah, they don't care.
And it always gets flushed down the streamline of music I'm listening to. So it's like I don't get to catch it because it's dropping when other major albums are dropping, and they don't do a lot of publicity. Only time, but I've heard them on J. Cole shit.
They're signed to J. Cole.
Yeah, so I heard them on that compilation album and a few other joints, and I was like, all right, I like them, but I never went to check out their entire like discography. So I'm kind of late on them. But I everyone that knows that they listen, that likes them, tells me good things.
Maybe what I'll do is, because we have the No Parking on Sunday playlist, I'll put a few tracks on there from their old stuff and this on there on the playlist for people to
let
check
me
out.
know. I definitely want. I like that Snoop Dogg joint.
Yeah.
And shout out to Snoop Dogg because this guy's still rapping. He did the joint with Drewski. That Standing on Business.
Yo, I've been hearing about
Snoop
this.
Dogg is funny, and I love the fact that he is still rapping his ass off, and he doesn't slack off either. He actually tries.
He really be trying.
He actually be
It
really
only good all the time, but he try.
Yeah, he be giving people bars though. I forgot he did another joint on somebody else's album. Freddie Gibbs. He was on Freddie Gibbs' album too. Yeah, he killed that joint too on the Alchemist joint. He killed that track.
Okay. Honcho for her. Love Honcho. One of my friends put me onto that jump. Honcho, you say he sounds like Future. He's like a bootleg Future.
He's a fake ass Future.
He
even looks like Future.
I'm not even arguing. No, he doesn't. But
he just doesn't wear shades.
He doesn't like Future at all. But you got it. But he doesn't. But
he's just a tall nigga with dreads. He looks like Future.
You was a tall nigga with dreads. Did you like Future?
What the fuck? Shut up. I just did a whole anime face.
Like the fuck?
Wait. So you acknowledge I was tall though?
Yeah, because you're not. But anyway,
doesn't work. I got you, dog. It's okay.
Yeah, you did. I'm on your head now, nigga. I'm telling you now. I'm on your head.
Oh,
but no, anyway, for Honcho for her the deluxe album, he has two projects out.
Deluxe.
I said deluxe because it's the song on there with Summer Walker that I like a lot. Check it. I'll put it on the playlist as well. But Honcho's dope.
My
man put me onto that
shit that nobody like on that.
It's good, man. You listen. You don't like hood shit because you all use Afrobeats, but everyone else in the world likes that shit.
I like hood shit.
I like hood shit.
I like it.
I know exactly what you like.
Anyways, but Honcho. So the only thing I know from Honcho is the 20 versus a rapper videos that I see on TikTok, and this nigga be rejecting girls and talking.
See, you see,
he's stupid.
You caught up in his personality. I'm caught up in the music. Fuck
his music isn't that good to me.
Fair. All right.
So I've heard it. I heard his music. He was singing. I think that's the joint with Summer Walker was on top of a car. I heard it. It's just not appealing to me. It feels like a fake ass Future to me. It's almost like he's trying to recreate everything Future is doing. So I'm not hip to him. I don't think it's that good just yet. So
I got you. If you don't like, you don't like. I'm not gonna sell it to you because Honcho is definitely. I think Honcho is definitely like. If you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. Like it doesn't. It's not. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you he's like the greatest thing coming out. But I do enjoy his music. So it is what it is. I don't care enough.
Yeah, maybe if you put it on the playlist, I'll check it out and see. Yeah, so what's this Drake shit that you put on here?
I was just gonna say I don't really like Drake anymore right now. I just need to take a break. We were arguing about Kendrick. I don't know.
Oh wait, did you take off the Drake topic? You did, didn't you?
What Drake topic was it?
This bitch ass nigga. So
I didn't take it off, I swear.
It's not on there. The Drake
You
topic
took it off because there's nothing to say about the dummy.
So Drake basically posted a picture of Tory Lanez saying 3 Tory or 3 you. It was very weird.
Drake is 40 years old and he talks like he's Yachty.
He's 37, I think.
All right, use brother, use assistant, whatever you are. Who cares? Like, let's leave Drake. Like Drake, go take a break. Take the clips out your hair. Take the nail polish off, and go sit your ass down. Go talk to your mama. Go play with Adonis. Go talk to your daddy in his suits. Like, go do something else. Like, go do something else. Like, we tired of you.
Look, I think Drake
is bored.
I don't know what the word is, but I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon because he is the most selling artist of all time at this point. He's the
most number ones.
He's also killing a bunch of niggas who are rapping right now. So I think for the simple fact is the only competition he probably sees is Cole. So if Cole's dropping, he's going to drop to make sure people don't forget. So at the end of the day, I see that. But I do think the Tory Lanez thing was a little weird and it just didn't make sense. 3 you. It just was weird.
Or maybe we old and maybe we're supposed to know what 3 you means.
I don't know what that means. Maybe
that's why I stayed off that topic.
I think it was free.
Nigga, I don't know what that
Maybe
shit
it
means.
meant
I'm
free.
old. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know
anyway,
what it means.
finish the rest of it. J. Cole did put
But
out
J.
a
Cole's
single.
coming out. I'm excited for that. He said this was his
Fall
last
Off.
album, but now he's like, maybe not.
Yeah, he said that in the freestyle. Probably one of the best freestyle. These people saying freestyle.
It's not a fucking freestyle.
Cardi
Cardi was not a freestyle, by the way.
Cardi wrote that shit.
It's just trash.
It's honestly,
trash.
I don't want to say, but I think Cardi, it might be up for her.
It's been up for her.
Yeah, I think it's up for
She
Cardi.
dropped one album, bro. Niggas talk about Cardi
It's been
like she's
6
an
years.
icon.
It's been 6 years.
You know-
Wait, her features though have been crazy.
No, cool. Be a feature artist. Be a single feature artist. Go do that. Be an influencer. Put on the fits because you put the shit on for your stylist. Put you in that shit. Go be that person.
I love how you slid that in. Your stylist. She ain't got it. She don't know how to
Most
do
of
it
these
herself.
niggas can't dress.
I don't think so.
Nah.
Do you think Westbrook can dress? Or you think
I think it's style.
you can have style, but you don't know how to dress?
Because I don't have to like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you put your shit on,
The minute you
can see
wear
the
a skirt,
creativity.
though, as a man, to me, I just can't.
Listen, we don't need to
I
go
don't
down
like
that
it.
road. We don't, it doesn't matter to me.
I don't think that's fashion.
That's one outfit. Get over it. Two.
Him? No, a bunch of NBA niggas.
No, I'm
be
talking
doing
about
that.
like what I'm saying is that's an outfit in the gamut of all the other things that they wear.
Yeah, I think
that's
that's
not
just lame.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna sit here and like talk about one fit. Anyway,
These niggas can't dress. I'll put it on when I feel like it. Don't worry. Don't worry. September. I'll have it on. But anyway.
you see what he just said, y'all? We're in
relax.
fucking March. He said wait till September for him to put that shit on. Nigga, go to sleep with go home, Roger. Like, leave me alone.
But anyway, Cardi, I do think is over for her, and a lot of the
been done.
women who are putting out
been
music are
cooked.
one throwaway songs. Young Miami put out a new song as well.
50-50. I like 50-50 though.
I didn't,
But I'm not gonna hold you. I like Miami.
You like Young Miami, and JT also put out a single.
I like
feel
that
like
too,
I feel like
Sideways.
I
But
feel
they
like
both-
both of them are trying to do a single.
They're gonna drop that album.
They're gonna drop an
they're gonna-
album by themselves.
What did
You think
Andre
so?
3000 and Big Boy do when they dropped their single, the Speaker Box and the Love Below?
Love the Below? Yeah. It was a separate. It was both. It was the same album,
Yeah,
but
I feel like they'll put one of them numbers. And I think
honestly, women rap needs something like that because they need a revamp right now because they're all beefing, they're all fighting. What's her name? What's the little girl that just got headlights?
Lotto. He's a headlight.
What's her name?
Glorilla.
Gorilla, yeah.
You're fucking sick. This nigga said the girl that got headlights.
But yeah,
She got her bulbs changed,
She
nigga.
did. she definitely did. She everywhere now. You see.
The lights are bright.
Hey, this is a BBL episode.
Get him, Glow. Get him, Glow.
But no, that song is fire. That song is fire as fuck. And I really feel like we're so off topic.
This is crazy.
But nah, she's a beast, and I love it.
Hey, look. Glorilla did her thing on that song, and so did Lotto.
Glow.
Listen, when she told me she pulled up to the little the fast food joint, and shit, did you tell me what it's about?
Yeah, so Glorilla has an orange shirt on, and if anybody who's anybody knows what that orange shirt is, y'all know what's up. So
If you
that's
know,
all-
you know.
If you know, you know. But anyway, shout out to Glorilla. She knows what the fuck she doing. Who else is another woman that put out a single that didn't do nothing?
Well, that did something. You mean
It did, but it didn't do.
I mean,
what it should've
Cardi.
done.
Cardi's not gonna move.
Yeah, Cardi is
and
not.
then, I mean,
I don't know what she's trying to do because she keeps saying an album's coming. It's been like
she's scared. She isn't.
of who?
Because she knows she's gonna flop.
You think she's gonna flop?
Yes, nigga. Yes.
After all of this, so one
Yes.
thing I don't want to
She's-
tie her popularity or most of these women's popularity, but I do think that a lot of it was also who they were dating at the time. When they're dating certain guys, I think their music also kind of.
Cardi wasn't dating nobody then, though. What do you gonna say?
She was dating Offset.
Well, she's married to him now, so it changed.
They're not together anymore.
Yes, they are. He produced the last video. It's fake.
Oh, so publicity stuff.
Yeah. That video that came out, he directed it.
Oh, I didn't even watch it. I sent it to you too.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch
It
it.
wasn't good. So
He directed it.
yeah, it's fake. But this is my thing, right? I think Joe Biden said it best, and I don't want to steal their
Don't give them
content.
niggas. Don't give them niggas no
mean,
props. Just steal that shit.
Here, I'm
He's
still,
still-
here we go. It's
Original
over,
take.
it's over for the women in hip hop. So, but I think
I don't know if it's over, but-
no, it's not over. But I think that Nicki showed us why she's who she is. Right? I'm not a Nicki fan, but this album was
can
amazing.
rap her
Right?
ass
She
off.
can rap double entendre, just like she knows how to rap.
And her
right?
tour just started too.
Yeah, I mean, I see some negative press around that, so we don't know how
her
it's all
tour?
go. Yeah,
Really?
like
Why?
they've been saying that it's not
not
selling
selling?
out, and then a lot of folks. I screenshotted 2 joints because I was sending it to somebody and was like, "I want my money back. This is lazy." And then some people was just like, it's not good. But that's neither here nor there.
She needs better openers then. She needs people to...
But it's not about openers. It's about her. I'm talking about her performance. But whatever.
She's 40, man.
Beyonce's 40. 2. But anyway.
But Beyonce's music relies on her dancing and choreography.
No, it doesn't rely on that. Cut it out. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that.
Tells a story.
No, we're not doing that. Beyonce's music does not rely on her dancing.
Did you see that Rihanna just did some bullshit ass dancing?
Yeah, she has $7 million for that. But you keep thinking about dancing. We're talking about the music.
That's really what people are there to see.
No, you don't indulge. So stop talking. Sit there and be quiet, bro.
What does Ice Spice do every time she realizes that the crowd doesn't listen to her music?
But we're not talking about the same people.
She turns around and bends her ass up, and everybody says,
you're putting Ice Spice and Beyonce and Rihanna in the same category. That's ridiculous.
No, I'm just saying the art.
It's not the same.
I'm saying as a person performing. People said it about Quavo.
Edwin,
wait.
No. You just said to me that Beyonce's music is relied upon her dancing. No, it is not. That is a false statement.
So if Beyonce
she hasn't dropped the video, and
can I finish?
No.
If Beyonce went on stage and only sang a song, people aren't just going.
You clearly didn't watch Renaissance. You clearly didn't watch Renaissance.
I didn't.
I know you didn't. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
telling you the reason. No, you're wrong. You're speaking from a place you don't know.
You're not listening to anything.
Go ahead.
So I'm saying that Beyonce, it's not just about the music with her, it's her performance that also carries her concerts. Simple as that. So what I'm saying is that Nicki and all those other women who are on stage, they don't have a performance that is geared towards that. So they look, I can imagine it's boring because people said the same thing about Future, the Migos, because they don't have stage presence. They just are standing there rapping the song to you. And it's not the same as listening to the music. You need something. You need background singers. You need something to liven it up.
To be clear, because you're not watching, like I keep saying to you, because you want to make your point. She has background singers. She has dancers. She's everything. It's still boring. Nicki. She still has these things. How do you know, nigga? Were you there? I just told you a screenshot of it. It's on TikTok. I have it. Like I saw it for myself. You're talking from speculation. I'm talking from seeing it. Anyway, the point of me saying all that is that Nicki's showing us why she's like the queen of all these joints and all these other girls. Like that hit song that Megan dropped that everyone went crazy about. It went number 1, right?
Yeah.
It dropped. It's not even in top. It's not even top 100 anymore. It's gone.
Oh really?
Nicki,
well, they they were finagling all of those shits.
Yeah, but I'm just pointing out that like only Nicki is sitting at the top, and all these other girls are coming and going.
Are you a barb?
No, you are.
I'm not toxic. What the fuck is going on? Anyways, at the end of the day, Saweetie also dropped the single as well.
Did she?
She did.
She just came out and said she didn't want to drop no music because everybody told her she wasn't good.
I screenshotted that too. I was going to talk about that because I do feel like we be picking on her. I
respected the fact that she got away with it. Like
she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, but I respect the fact that she said, "Y'all said we don't like you and I'm leaving." And
yeah, okay, cool, but she dropped. The song is actually good though. It's not too bad. It's just it's literally a pretty bitch song. Good. That's all it is. Good. It's her. It's a pretty bitch song.
I'd rather that than these girls coming on like I'm the hardest rapper. I got bars.
No, I think Saweetie knows that she makes terrible music and also realizes that people know that she does, but she doesn't care. She also is like a darling to the media. She's pretty.
That's what I said. I agree with that. I think that's okay.
Yeah, she knows that, but I also think that she wanted to be taken seriously at some point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then people were like, "Look,
did you see what she rapped on Ebro?
What did she do? Oh no, I never.
She did a freestyle on Ebro many years ago, and they looked at her like, "Nah, that ain't it."
She's really attractive. Like that's really pretty.
She's really attractive.
Her pretty privilege is like.
Does she have any privilege though? What's her privilege?
She gets away with everything.
She hasn't done anything.
She does. She does a lot of dumb shit and no one cares. She eats. Did you see what she used to eat? All that combination. You know, if any woman, average looking woman, was doing that, niggas will be on her. But because it's her, she was getting deals. She got like a McDonald's deal.
Let's cut it out, man. Guess what? Everyone has pretty privilege then, because you're right.
No.
Yes, they do.
Everybody does not have pretty privilege at all. Because if you think about it, even let's say who's
not pretty that didn't get privilege?
A lot of people. But I'm also gonna say not even pretty, but let's go really double back to like Meek Mill and Usher being named in that whatever.
We'll go back to that again.
That's also that's in privileges. If you like somebody and you don't like somebody, as in they're handsome, they're cool, whatever it is, people are not even bothered or even talking about the fact that Usher was named in this whole thing.
You know why? Because Usher's been talking about it
because everyone likes Usher. That's just it. Usher's a darling. That's how it works. But because you are making a bunch of noise in Twitter rants, we're going to talk about you, Meek, and call you Freak Mills from now on, and just keep talking.
And on top of that, you lost that bet. And you was dancing and buddy hopping on that court for the white man.
Oh, he did that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a real thing? I thought it was just a joke. He really bunny hopped?
Did you just see the video?
No, I saw they were posting so many videos showing. It was embarrassing for him.
I saw when it first.
They were showing so many videos about Meek Mill, him with Diddy by the pool, and Diddy's calling him daddy. It was.
He do that to everybody. Diddy be playing with niggas. Diddy
don't call me daddy.
That's weird.
That's wild.
Diddy does that to a lot of niggas. Diddy is a wild boy.
He's a nasty. Diddy a freak. He a freak, dog. The fact that he had little Young Miami saying she liked to get pissed on, and I'm like, this girl from Oompa Lanka is not talking about getting pissed on. This is some lie. Like, what did he show you? What did he do to you, girl?
He spent $100,000 on an apartment.
For sure. He did.
Listen, I think that Meek Mill and Game are like the same in my head. When I hear a nigga name drop other men or people
so often level, in their rap,
it's like you a groupie.
Yeah, Game.
And you know how I feel about groupies, dog. Yeah. Like that shit is nasty. I'm with all the billionaires, and I'm trying to be a billionaire too. Let's change this. Like, shut up, dog. Like, no, like you don't
prison reform. Do that.
Like, bro, go thank Jay-Z again.
So speaking of people making music and shit, last joint is Mac and Cheese 5, French Montana. I liked it. You haven't listened to it yet.
I ain't got no
it was pretty good.
The beats are fire.
I think the beats are just what carries French. French is one of those artists that you're not going to get the craziest lyrics or anything, but the beats, the music, the features are always on point.
Sound is
it's
A1.
like it almost sounds like a mixtape because the way it's curated. He's actually also talking a lot about. I guess he's off drugs now.
Yeah.
So
he's super clean. He's been super clean for a couple years.
Yeah, I think was it you that told me that he's not friends with a lot of people. So when you said he's not, because he said on the Breakfast Club,
a lot of people stopped calling him when he stopped doing drugs.
When he stopped doing drugs, and I noticeably there was a track that leaked last year called Splash Brothers, and Drake was on there, and it's on the album now, and Drake's verse is removed. So I'm wondering if him and Drake have some static due to his drug use not happening.
I mean, Drake's on something.
Yeah, a lot of people think Drake is actually on drugs because Drake also took some time off because he said that he's having health issues, and a lot of people are saying it's rehab because he's on some shit.
The nigga's on some shit. Like, the nigga be tripping. Anyway.
Speaking of people on some shit, LeBron James is on HM, or whatever drugs you want to call it, because that nigga is on drugs. There's no way a 48-year-old is supposed to be doing that shit. That's just crazy.
We're not perpetuating bullshit on this podcast.
Guys, that shit is crazy.
LeBron has spent over $1 million a year on his body since he came to the league.
To be doing that at 38 years old. It is fucking ridiculous. LeBron is on drugs.
Everyone wants everyone to be normal.
LeBron, I saw this man literally do a front flip on the court. That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It's called In Shape.
That nigga dapped up Jay-Z, and he decided to be...
Jay-Z sprinkled some of that juice in his hand. You know Jay-Z the one?
Yeah, that juice. Juice. He shot that shit up. Nah, LeBron is wilding. LeBron is wilding the fuck out. There's no way this nigga is not on any performance-enhancing shit. That nigga is doing something. It don't make no sense.
Man, I'm not going down that road.
You're a Lakers fan, so of course you're gonna say what.
No, I just think the nigga really been taking care of his body. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Speaking of people that take care of their body, shout out to Cam Newton for bodying those 3 grown men and making them look like children.
You saw that one nigga hit him in the shin and he looked at him like, dog.
His hat stayed on the entire time. His feather in his hat didn't even move,
bro.
So the fact that everyone thought children jumped him already lets you know how big Cam Newton must be.
He's 6'6". So you heard one side, I heard the other side, right? So one side.
I did not want to hear those dumbass niggas on a podcast.
Huh,
those niggas were on a podcast and they gave their side of the story.
I saw the snippet on TikTok. I didn't watch
TikTok is so. We gotta stop giving that app so much props, but that's how
I told y'all in the last episode. TikTok is the greatest app out right now.
That's how I watch the teaser. You know, that's how I watch Love Is Blind. I don't watch a single episode. I just watch the recaps.
I low key want to watch Love Is Blind because the way the world is in shambles about Love Is Blind.
This season, supposedly, they're saying this is the best season so far.
I can't tell. They said that last season.
I don't even remember what happened last season. But this season, we can get to it now, or we can finish this Cam Newton thing.
No, I'm done. Let's do these quick hits on these TV.
But let's just talk about what you call it. So,
cool.
Love Is Blind. About that show, and the reason why I think it's interesting is that there's only one black girl on there, and everybody only talks about one thing about her.
She a fat
her
ass?
body. Yes, her body. She's literally sexualized the entire time by everybody, every one of the cast members, including the guy she's marrying or quote unquote dating or whatever. And it's just fucked up that no matter where it is in society, black women continue to tell people how they feel about being sexualized or over-sexualized in media, and people always ignore them. But this is like the perfect example, bro. The show starts off with her dating this one guy, and he literally tells her he cannot date anybody unless he knows. Even though the show's called Love is Blind, he cannot date you unless he knows you have a fat ass. He literally said that to her. And she's like playing it dumb, like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not telling you. She still picks this dickhead. She still does. And the first thing she does is show him, you got it, I have a big butt. And it's like,
so I can ask you a question.
She falls for the step.
So I got a question.
Go ahead.
So you said no matter how many times women say we want to be looked at besides our body, right? And you just told that story.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do with that story? Because you just said that women want to be heard, right? She got an opportunity to be heard. He says what he says.
She's struggling through it. Yes, she's trying not to. It's a woman who knows what she has, and unfortunately, people are only. That's all they first notice about her body, and she's trying to be noticed for her mind.
But you just told me before that the first chance she got. When she
yes, but it still doesn't excuse that everybody else around her continues to bring it up.
Okay,
and it's a little weird.
So I'll say this. It doesn't necessarily excuse it, but it gives credence to the fact that people are noticing it because the chance that you get, you then put light on it.
Not to the extent that it's being brought up. Like, she's literally standing there minding her business, and another guy's talking to another woman, and he says, look at her body.
So if that's the case, then why would she choose a man that says that I can't date you?
She's working on it, bro. She's working on it.
Oh, okay.
It's like the Tisa Risa girl. It sounds like Risa Tisa. Yes. Like, they know that they're doing, listen, they're trying.
People need to stop making bad decisions.
Yeah, but love is blind, so they're trying.
They're not in love.
Also,
That's the point.
I think the
They're
guy's very handsome, so it's just one of those situations where you let a nigga.
Oh, so she's blinded too.
Yeah, she's very blinded.
Okay.
So there's a clip on TikTok that's so funny. It's so fucking funny. The mom, her mother first is now gets to meet him, and her mom's reaction when she sees this nigga was like, oh, damn. And then the girl that doing the TikTok was like, yes, he's a fucking idiot, but that nigga's fine. And I'm just like, handsome nigga privilege, tall nigga privilege, honestly.
Hi. We're just talking.
Really? What's up, baby?
You look good.
Okay, sure. Whoa, okay.
Good.
How you doing?
This is Clay, Mom.
Clay, nice to meet you.
Tall nigga privilege, because he's a dickhead.
That's how you know you're not tall.
What do you mean?
Because you ain't got no privileges.
Oh, okay. You know the truth, so let's just not.
Oh, would you like to speak on him?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
You are trying so hard today, dog. What's going on? You trying to kill me today? Damn, you get one uppercut, and it's like I'm going for the finisher.
Listen,
brutality, fatality. I gotta go. You attacking like this?
I can't help it.
All the buttons.
Listen,
he's like, he got me. I can't let him get away with this.
Listen, if you come to me with a 30, I'm gonna come back with a Uzi. Like,
you already know, dog. We go.
No,
we're
talking shit. We're just talking shit. Talking shit.
But nah, Love is Blind, I hear is a good shit. Other than that, what other shows you watching?
Let's do quick hits, right, on these shows. I watched Mia Culpa with Kelly Rowland. Shout out to her because she's executive producing. It went #1. So I'm happy for her.
#1 where?
On Netflix. It's 60 million views.
Really?
It did numbers. It's Tyler.
Let's just Tyler Perry sells.
I was going to say this.
He
Tyler
sells.
Perry. No matter how you cut it, it's still Tyler Perry.
He sells.
But listen, I got Tyler Perry. That needs to be a statement. Tyler Perry.
I got Tyler Perry.
Needs to be a statement. Because I watched it and I watched it.
I can't believe you watched it.
Of course
you should have known.
It's black people in there. I'm going to watch it. And it's Kelly Rowland. I'm going to watch.
Son, was it a new scene? Was she naked?
No. But anyway, the point
Not that I wanted to see it. I'm just asking for research purposes.
I got Tyler Perry. If you want to get Tyler Perry too, go watch it.
So I heard, from what I heard from the joint, is that he basically is making a movie that he wanted to see. As far as some of the things that were showed in the movie, it was like, only this sick ass nigga put that in
there's
there.
There's something in here. He didn't get to see what he wanted to see in there.
From what I heard the sex scene was a little extra.
It was actually, it was fucking in pain. Spoiler, it's fucking in pain. Like, I was definitely like, damn, she about to get VV or something. Like, this is not good. This is like, how do they clean this up? It's bad. But anyway.
Damn, that's nasty. But yeah, Tyler Perry, you already know you're watching a Tyler Perry production when it has dysfunctional relationships, a dark-skinned guy who's probably not that good, a light-skinned guy who's probably going to save the day. It's like
there's nobody to save the day in this, but whatever.
So everybody was bad.
Anyway, watch it. It's entertaining. Dune 2. I do want to see Dune 2. I've been waiting on this for quite some time since I watched Dune 1. I think the setup was really great. It was slow, but the setup was great. So I'm excited to watch.
I'm surprised you like the sci-fi shit like that. That's good. I'm proud of you.
You don't know me. Leave me alone.
Nah, Dune was fire. I watched it. I loved it. And you know that
You saw Dune 2 yet?
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Oh, you did say that, yeah.
So it's really good, and the fact that it's actually the reason why Star Wars exists. So George Lucas supposedly stole a lot of his ideas from Dune. So how sci-fi is kind of based off of what this guy made in 1960 something when he wrote the book.
That's lit. I finished the last Airbender today. It was really good.
You finished it?
Yeah,
Good.
today.
So what did you think?
I think it was really good. I mean, I watched the last Airbender. I watched Avatar.
I know.
Yeah, so I actually started watching Legend of Korra today as well.
You never watched it when it first came out?
No, I went to sleep.
I need to hear what you think about it.
It's a little annoying, but I think
She's annoying.
But
She's an annoying Avatar.
Yeah, she is. But I
She's a very
think
annoying
that
Avatar.
because I finally rewatched Avatar, and now I'm a little older, obviously, and
Yeah.
understanding the story around Korra and all that stuff, it's like so now I'm
It's a little deeper than you thought
I'm
when
more
you were
prepared,
younger.
and then because of your algorithm, TikTok told me
Son, that TikTok shit fucks
it's
me
crazy,
up too.
bro. So they said some shit, right? They were like Aang. They were comparing Aang and Korra, who's the most powerful avatars, blah blah blah.
She is? I guess she
she's
is.
top 2. Aang's number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta see this list.
I'll send it to you.
What?
And so okay, I'll break it down. So, all right. So they said Aang is number 1 because of the fact that he was able to do things he did without being able to master the avatar state. And and then because they have this, they're able to slip between the spiritual world and the regular world. And Korra masters being able to do both, which is why she's number 2.
Really?
Yeah. So basically, Korra, and mind you, when the Legend of Korra starts, she has 3 of the 4.
We are nerding out right now.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 bending skills already kind of like mastered.
She's a beast.
Yeah,
she's
the
a
master,
beast.
She's the master airbending, which is
That was the hardest one.
of Aang. She's the complete opposite of Aang.
Yeah, she
So
was
that's why
aggressive. She was straight up hands.
And
She
all
was
the things that
hands
she had to
every
learn
time.
is all the things that Aang had. So they say that that's why Aang is the most powerful because 1, he was thoughtful, he worked with people, blah blah blah. His spirit was more aligned. But Korra is just like a warrior and not tamed, right?
She was.
And then when she gets the Airbender skill, it's like a slight nod. But the short of that is that because Korra is able to go back and forth between the spirit world, she masters being an avatar, and Aang never did.
I don't like her for. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's something she does that fucks up all the avatars every single avatar ever, and that's why I don't like her.
Well, I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna binge it.
Yeah, you finish it. But I also watched the Netflix special, the Netflix show, and I liked it. I actually liked it. I was impressed.
They did a really good
because
job.
When Netflix does its adaptations, it's usually not as good. But they did kill it with the One Piece joint, and then now they did this, and it was actually really good, and it wasn't as bad.
It didn't
as we
look
thought
corny
it was.
either. The flames.
It wasn't, and I remember watching when me and my friends, we all went to the movie theater to go watch The Last Airbender when it came in movie theaters. And we
What
were
nerd
so.
ass shit did y'all do?
It was so bad. It was so bad. The way I watched this one, we went to an Avatar house. So a friend of ours in our little anime chat, she actually has her house literally each floor or each.
Shout her out. Put her Instagram on
No,
her.
I'm not. Each
Why?
of those rooms.
Give her some shout out. Like
Each of the rooms.
She did a lot.
Stop.
She
Each
did
of the
a lot
rooms.
to
No.
that room.
The funny thing is, it wasn't for the show. That's just how she.
No,
lives.
that's my point. That's why you should shout her out. That's dope. Maybe Netflix.
I don't like
Netflix or Architectural Digest.
Anyways,
will post
the joint
her
was
shit.
tight. So because of that, I actually binged. So we did it for 2 days. She had food from every nation, like firecracker wings for the Fire Nation, fireball.
You went to a Last Airbender watch party?
It was lit.
That's the nerdiest shit I've ever
It
heard.
was, and it was so fun. It was good, and I watched the show. And the thing is, I was able to watch this whole series in 2 days, 2 to 3 days, and it was great. It's because now I'm over it, and I can get to the other shows that are really good. So yeah, Avatar was.
Part
really
of me
good.
wants to make fun of her, and part of me was like, "That's really cool." But
I think it was a dope idea, and I think it's a good way to just kind of have some camaraderie.
Do I know who this
about
person
things.
is?
No, you don't.
Damn.
No, you know.
I wish I could have. Anyway, so I also watched Griselda. Huh?
She got bread though. I couldn't watch Griselda because Sofia Guerrera.
I actually was still stuck on the last statement.
That's why I moved on. So Sofia Vergara, like I fuck with her, but as an actress, I don't know. And then I think I just don't really care enough about Griselda's story. And that's probably more so to me.
Sounds misogynistic.
No,
fuck with you.
I just don't think I'm that well versed in her story, and I think because there were so many other shows as well, and then watching a show that has so many subtitles sometimes fucks me up, especially when I'm doing.
They
other
speak
things.
English.
I know they speak English. They
okay.
go back and forth.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah.
So I never got to finish it.
Fair enough. I'll say this: I think the lawsuit sped up the
production
of the show because the last episode they literally like just wrapped
Wrapped
that shit. They wrapped that shit up.
Said all loose ends fixed.
But I'm gonna spoil it for y'all. The reason I think that we should not we, but like the reason I like Griselda Blanco is I remember in college when I heard when she got killed. Like,
that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Like they ran up on her, like she was leaving the grocery store, and they ran up on her and shot her.
Yeah,
because
she was with her pregnant. She was with her pregnant daughter or something.
No, she wasn't pregnant. She was just.
She had a daughter with her that was pregnant, supposedly. Somebody was
She
pregnant.
has no daughters. Maybe she was, but she had no daughters. But
maybe it was her sister-in-law.
It doesn't matter.
Some pregnant girl was with her.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
Yeah, so she got killed, right? But I think what's dope about her story is that she left Colombia, came to America. You know, she's trying to do her drug trade shit. But she's
in America? Miami.
She's the one that introduced cocaine to the elites in Miami, and then she took over from the top down. And anyway, I think the story is dope.
But is it better than Narcos?
If I'm being real with you, I stopped watching Narcos because I heard the Pablo Escobar story too many times.
What?
I was over Narcos. I watched 3 seasons of Narcos, and I was done.
Whoa, no.
2.
The only 2. Wait.
Is it 2
How
seasons?
How many seasons is it? I know there's like Narcos. There's a different Narcos, but I only watched the Narcos about Pablo Escobar.
How many episodes is the original one?
I think it's 2 seasons.
I watched the first season. That's it. I didn't watch nothing else after that.
So you didn't see when he died?
No.
Nah, that shit was fire. That shit was
I'm
fire.
sure, but I've seen Scarface.
That shit was fire.
And all the other stuff.
Scarface. Isn't Scarface based off a real person?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I heard that.
But
he probably wasn't even as legendary as Al Pacino.
I mean, I don't know.
Al Pacino's knocking down joints at 80. He got a baby on the way, or he just had a baby.
His baby's gonna have like autism or something. That's
oh
crazy.
wow, we got to cut that. No,
old sperm. It's just like old eggs.
No, you're like our old co-host that used to be here. Shout out to her. She said he had 1 sperm.
Anyway, moving on. I don't have a parking ticket yet, so go get your parking ticket off. You have anything else to say?
Nah, fuck that. So for me, my parking ticket is going to Jada Smith. Jada Smith is getting my parking ticket for her recent statements. I don't know where she said it. I don't know who does she talk to that we always get her statements. I don't even know who.
To be honest with you, when you told me, well, first tell your parking ticket.
Yeah, so she said that she wants Willow Smith to have a relationship like she does, and for me, I want to know which relationship. Is it the one with Tupac? Is it the one with Will Smith? Or is it the one with August Alsina? Or is it the one with whoever the hell we don't know yet? Because or with herself, honestly. So yeah, I wanted because she's definitely in love with herself.
She's the best relationship with herself right now.
So I wanted to know that. That's where my parking ticket is really going to, because I feel like the kind of pressure she's putting on Willow don't need that. Willow's chilling. She's quiet. She's hanging out. I think her son just finally posted who he's dating, and everybody hated it. Is she white? I think she's mixed.
White? I don't know.
Oh my God, you're so stupid. I don't know. She probably is, but she's like a little Asian joint. He's the kind of girl he would like. Definitely.
I hope she's Asian.
She looks like she's something.
I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to something. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, great show on Apple.
Oh, yeah, I haven't finished it.
It's so good. Watch that. Good. I need a season 2.
Daniel Glover, shout out to you, bro.
Donald Glover.
That's what I said.
You said Daniel.
No, you're mishearing. Fix your headphones,
bro. My bad.
I said Donald Glover.
My bad, y'all.
So Donald Glover, shout out to you and your brother, because you guys are a great production duo. Like, them working together to make shows. Have
y'all noticed that Edwin does this thing where he just shows you, he's like, I know a little more than you guys. Him and his brother. Who the fuck is his brother?
Stephen Glover.
We don't know who that man is.
He's the executive producer on everything he does. Atlanta, his brother basically writes everything with him.
Oh damn.
Every single thing with him.
Well, shout out to you for knowing that, for real.
Yeah, I listen to Childish Gambino, you know. And also, we talked about this. You know what they said about him casting the Asian girl. That nigga has an Asian fetish, supposedly.
He does. He does, bro.
Speaking of Asian fetishes, that's him and Willow Smith, or what's that nigga's name?
That's why I said that.
That's crazy. That's what took you there?
Yes. Oh, shit. That's exactly what took me there.
He was like,
they're the same people. Like, I felt like it was the same people. Anyway. I wish I had a parking ticket. I was gonna be mad at me if I didn't have a parking ticket, but I don't wallow in negativity. Actually, I lied. No, I don't wallow in negativity, but I do have a parking ticket. My parking ticket goes to how the federal government manages conservatorship. Because I'm being funny a little bit, but I really do feel really strongly about it. Like, to hear someone's life get taken away from them without any say especially when there's family available, because it's nuts to me. Because like even like when I see homeless people on the street and they ask me for money, one of my thoughts, I don't know about you guys, but one of my real thoughts are like, where are your relatives that didn't help you, or where are they at? And not that they didn't want to help you, or I don't know the storyline, but that's really one of my thoughts. Like, where's your family?
So
like, you never think about that? Like,
I do sometimes, but I also know that some situations, those people are dealing with mental health issues.
No, for sure.
And they might not even be able to, they might have just crashed
But I'm not even
out.
talking about those scenarios. Let's talk about the ones where just like, where the person is competent, they're on the streets, or whatever case may be, and it's just like, yo, like, where's your family? And then to hear Wendy Williams has family,
And
willing, able, and wanting to take care of her.
But shouldn't, like, you know, a conservatorship supposedly is put in place to protect you from that family that might be exploiting you?
That's not what it's about.
That's what some people are saying.
No,
it is.
the people are wrong. Conservatorship specifically is because they think that you are not in your right state of mind to
They're
take
protecting you from yourself.
Yes, not from the people around you. If you have family members, i.e. her son, who's an adult, who's saying that I would like to take care of my mother and come be with family, she has nieces that say this, then that should be the first step. The government should not be seizing her money and freezing all of her accounts and saying that these people now take over your life and manage you because you can't manage yourself when there's people around. That's how that shit functions.
So what about someone like Britney Spears now?
Same thing happened to her.
I know. She was in a conservatorship, but now we see her outside of it and she's like a little cuckoo.
Is she cuckoo or is she dangerous?
Cuckoo.
All right, who cares? She's not a danger to society.
There's people. The point she be a danger to her kids when she's like on Instagram?
She doesn't.
Well, she's trying real hard with the midriffs.
Well, let's put it like this: She doesn't have custody of her children, so it doesn't matter, right? And if she does, that's what we have. We have child services, and we have courts that are in spaces now that will have monitoring and situations that can manage that. You do not have to control someone's life. The point I'm getting at is there should be steps and safeguards ahead of taking over someone's life.
I get it.
That's what
I'm with it.
So I don't like that. I mean, obviously I could talk tough my tone. I'm stopped laughing. Like, it's just really crazy.
No, I appreciate that because it did seem like you didn't give a fuck about Wendy at first. But
I mean, I think that she was a terrible person, but that doesn't change like treating people right. Like, I can separate the two.
All right. Well, shout out to him. I'm praying for you anyways, Jay.
Let's pray for Wendy too.
So this is episode 29. Peace, people. We'll see y'all next time.
No parking on Sunday.